horns that we see on owls are not their ears. But what's interesting about an owl's ears is that one is set lower than the other. You know, we as humans and most other animals, their ears are at the same height, so you can tell sort of you get stereophonic sound coming in, being able to tell direction left or right when whether something is making a noise. But an owl has a variation in the spacing of the ears, or rather the direction that they can hear, and they get more or less a three-dimensional hearing with the ears one set higher than the other, so they're getting an up-down as well as a left-right stereophonic sound coming in, and they can pinpoint their prey just by sound. Now also with a neck vertebra, extra few neck vertebra, and the owls have got about, I think, 14 or 18 I think neck vertebra that allow them to swivel their head the way that they do. And one of the reasons for that is that their large nocturnal eyes, set in the sockets that they can't move their eyes, so they are able to move their heads instead of their eyes when they need to look at things. And that allows them to move that head around and pinpoint sound, and then swoop down and scoop it up. Hope that answers your question, Vivian. I see questions are coming. Oh, it's an Ellie, finally. And I was going to come back to the dam. That looks like... this is when I need a zoom. I'm not going to say who it looks like until it comes down. We'll have to look and see if it's going to be with a herd. But wonderful. An elephant. Vicky in Florida, wanting to know about the drainage lines that we talk about. Drainage lines are all natural. They are caused by hundreds and hundreds of years of runoff, of rain runoff. Here comes some more Ellies. At least see, we still get it to be a bit of a drive from Gowrie Dam, watching the Ellies come in. If they come close to the water, I'm going to put the sound up a little bit on the water. You're going to have the background sounds, maybe, if it doesn't drown me out, or if I don't drown it out, so we can hear the Ellies come. In fact, I might just leave you early to the sounds of the Ellies at the dam. But the drainage lines develop, they like stream beds, dry stream beds that will take excess rainwater into the larger dry riverbeds, and then eventually into the larger permanent rivers like the Sand River and the Sabi River. So they are all natural occurring drainage lines. The question as to why the dams are built is to catch water in these drainage lines when they are flowing after heavy rains. And a lot of these dams were built when all these individual properties were self-contained, when there wasn't freedom of movement of animals, when before all fences were brought down, and at times when people needed to provide water for the animals within their fenced-in areas, and they have just maintained these dams. Of course, it does help the animals to a large extent. What it can also do in some cases, it can apply a lot of pressure to an area and at a time of the year when that area doesn't need pressure. Animals like buffalo and elephant and things hanging around an area that is overutilized. Under the circumstances though, we have an area that needs these large herbivores to come through because it becomes very dense at times, and it needs these large herbivores to come through and clear out a lot of the dry moribund material and flatten it and make way for new growth. So these dams are actually quite useful in that they are providing water for these large herbivores, and of course having these large herbivores has a positive spin-off by being here. If we were in a drought situation, once again the dams would dry up, the animals would to a large extent move away to the more permanent water sources like the Sabi and the Sand Rivers and some of the more permanent dams, and it would release, or rather it would relieve the pressure of overutilization in an area that is already hampered by drought. So, moving on to, hello Liz. Liz wanting to know about an unknown disease killing crocodiles. Well, I know that in the Olifants River a lot of crocodiles are dying, but that's a lot of that is from eating fish that are tainted with chemicals from runoff from farming areas, from fertilizers and things. But I don't know enough about it, and I do need to read up more about it. There has been a large study done on the Olifants River as to the cause of the death of crocodiles. Another thing that has caused severe problems with crocodiles is damming rivers, permanent rivers, and the damming, flooding sandbars and things that the crocodiles not only nest on but sleep on. But there are possibly other reasons that I haven't learnt about yet, so I will be looking into that, and thanks for that, Liz. Hope you're well, and hope to talk to you soon. Peggy, when does the rainy season begin, and how often does it rain there in summer? We should have already had some of the first rains in spring, Peggy, but the big rains, the true rains, really only start around November, December, and that's when we're hoping to have the big rains. How often does it rain? I can't really give you an answer to that, Peggy, because first of all, I think the world's weather is a little bit messed up at the moment, but also it's not that frequent that one can say, well, it rains every 2 or 3 days. I think it would probably help to give you rainfall figures, and there again I'd have to do a mental conversion, or maybe I can just bring out my little pocket converter. I think we're in a part of the country that has about a 600 millimeter rainfall. 500 mils, that's 50 centimeters, that's 20 inches. Call it 20 something inches of rain a year or more. Call it 25 inches of rain, I think. 25 would be 500. No, 20 inches would be about 500 mils. Sorry, my brain is fried today. I've had so much on my plate. Look at this, fantastic. Having a herd of ellies. Look at that little one running. It's gorgeous. Don't know if you're all with me. Anyways, I'm missing out on chat because I'm in emails quickly. But we're hoping to have rain soon, Liz. Peggy. And Fred, yes, well, Fred, I'll answer your email rather writing than talking, because Fred is hearing impaired, and we need to answer Fred on email rather than over the air. JTV. Enjoying the ellies. Ning. There you go. Okay, I'm going to take myself out of the picture now. We can listen to the ellies drinking.
Hi everybody. Well, I believe I missed the leopard. I just had to step out for a second there, and well, luck would have it that I missed it. And I'm thinking it might have gone off the dam wall. I can hear the blacksmith lapwing making a noise. The guinea fowl getting ready to roost and sitting on this side of the dam means that it hasn't come this far yet. And if it was off to the right of those ellies, well, there's an elephant now coming down into the slipway. So if the leopard was somewhere there, you certainly see it when those ellies come through there. Hope you can hear me. Sally, yes, they pretty much do have to learn how to use their trunk, and in that process they have to learn how to control all the muscles in the trunk. Here comes another family unit. So the leopard wasn't down the spillway. And if he went right and past those mounds of sand, all those mounds of sand are there to repair the road over the dam, or the dam wall, so that the vehicles can drive over the dam. Thanks for letting me know you hear me. So unfortunately I can't hear the dam now. I can't hear the noises, otherwise we'd have this, and that means there'd be a bit of an echo. So I'm going to turn that off. You can see they're breaking up into their different family units now. There's one with a couple of bulls, and throwing mud. And there probably another couple of young bulls. Here's another family unit over there. Am I making you dizzy yet? Probably. I think we'll watch this group drinking so we can keep the camera here just in case. Even another family. This is the big group I was trying to get close to yesterday. It's actually quite dark. It's quite remarkable how much light this camera lets in compared to any other camera we've ever used, in that it's looking like daylight out there, and right now it's actually quite dark. It's dark enough outside that a vehicle would have to use light, so at any moment now it's going to switch to infrared. So for the blonde Viking, although it is more than one family unit, they are one big extended family. There would be some relationship between all these elephants. Perhaps the matriarchs are sisters or cousins or something, and that is why they're hanging around in a big breeding herd like this. We're just going to go to the right again and keep tracking it to the right just in case we see something there. Cat-wise, if there is a cat. Oh, guinea fowl are too relaxed. Guinea fowl getting ready to roost for the night. Climbing in. Here we go. Just switched over into infrared and finally lost our color feed, unless I turn it back towards the west where the sky is still a little bit lighter. Geese taking sanctuary on the little island. We knew that an island was going to be coming up here because there were times when we would see, even when the water was covering it barely, we would see the geese standing there, and I knew that that would be one of the first places that would come up. But last year in the dry season we didn't have that island to my knowledge. So Blonde Viking, no, there is a matriarch for each family group. Each family unit has its own matriarch, and those matriarchs would then communicate with each other to bring those families together into a breeding herd, and whether they stay together for an hour or a day or a week is up to them. Generally they tend to move off and feed in different areas. Teresa, bye bye. Just checking in on Zap Live. Hi Teresa, glad you enjoyed the chat. I haven't counted, Kathy. I know it should have been easy to count. Let's see, let's go to the far left and we'll try and count our ellies. A couple of them have moved off into the distance. But there, from that big bull on the far left, 2, 3, then there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in that picture, 11 in that picture, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, one in the back, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So far, 26 plus a couple that have probably moved off into the bush already. Full of 30. Yesterday, I was, hello Brian. Yesterday I was thinking, and this must be the big herd. I think if we had a zoom we'd be able to find that big old girl with the tuskless lady. Okay, I'm going to try and get to a point where we can stop zooming, and I'm going to have to say goodnight to you because it's end of drive time, which means I have to make my way up to the house. We have a number of visitors here. I'm going to have to leave it like that. The moon, oh, wait, before I go, sorry. Just for those of you lunatics out there, fellow lunatics, where are you, Bella Luna? I'll find it eventually. There it is. Okay, see where it is? See where the dead tree is? Tomorrow we're going to have the moon coming up through the dead tree just after drive. So there we go. There's our moon, pre-full. But unfortunately we have visitors. Mike Williamson is back with Laura, and we have another couple in here. He is being interviewed for a position here, and there is a dinner going on, and being head presenter, I have to be there. So glad you're all there. Glad I could show you the moon. It is getting pretty high, and any higher than that we're going to lose it. But tomorrow and the next day and the day after that we're going to have the moon rising over these guinea fowl in the dead tree. This new control is not as easy to control. But yeah, we'll have the moon rising over the dead tree. It's going to be really, really beautiful. Just after drive. So you can look forward to that. Of course, Star's mom camera is going straight back to Ellie's, and I'm going to have to leave it in that position, and I'll have a look around when I come back from the house after dinner perhaps. But it is, sadly I do have to go. They are waiting for me. And they are all these Ellies. Pity I couldn't find them on drive. I was looking for their tracks. They'd been to Buffelshoek Dam, and they obviously came west from Buffelshoek Dam along Central Road somewhere. But maybe tomorrow. I see. Gypsum geese have just flown off. Interesting. So they look like they've gone into a tree for the night. So bye bye everybody in Zap Live. I'm signing out. Love you all. Back to Ning Chat. Carol, Helen, Susie, Leland, Dave. Yeah, Dave. Lady Blue. Colleen and Anita. Bye everybody. Nice to find out if they're too. And gosh, look at all of these elephants. Okay. Leopard on right. I'm sorry I missed it, Paddy. I really am. I had to step out of FC, and when I got back in I immediately started panning left, and I should have panned right. I didn't see any emails or anything. Along the water's edge of the dam. Oh boy, I'm so sorry to have missed that. Sorry about that. And all these other emails. From Jean, have we seen hippos going from one waterhole to another? Do they do this at night and in groups? Can they fight with a predator out of the water? Yes, and yes. Yes, they do go from one to another. And yes, Jean, they do this at night when they're out feeding, when they're out grazing. And they'd either do it on their own or in generally on their own, perhaps sometimes in groups. And yes, they can pretty much keep themselves protected from predators. So another one from Patty. I'm really sorry I missed that leopard. And that's it for the emails. A lot of you just trying to hurry and sending emails about the leopard, and I'm just really sorry I missed it. I'm going to have to leave this as it is now and hopefully give you a nice view with the full moon coming, or the bright moon that we have tonight, not quite full. Hopefully the camera will pick up a little bit more than it normally does. And I'm hoping that soon with new people. We had a new gentleman starting today. His name is Malusi. He's here on the technical side. Going to help Alex and Pete Bright on the technical side. Hopefully we can get things going on the camera at the dam with that, as well as putting in better infrared lighting so that we can see across the dam again. And Looking forward to Herman coming back soon. In a week's time still, actually. That's today, it's only Tuesday. So Herman's still got a week. And what else? We've got a couple of tryouts starting early next week, and soon we'll be back to full complement, and we'll be able to address things a lot quicker than we have in the past. Unfortunately, just not had time and the manpower to do things as much as we would like to. So from me, everybody, I love you lots. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me in chat, and enjoy Gowrie Dam. Bye.